Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a tour of my backyard garden. I am doing the intro inside today because it is noisy outside and I just want you guys to hear me. So if you want to see what my backyard garden looks like, just keep on watching. All right, let's go. Come on, let's go. So this is my duck area. I have 3 ducks. I've got 2 females and 1 male. And their names are Laverne and Shirley and Dude the Drake. And this is their little area. They've got their own little pond and all that good stuff. You guys are silly. As you can see, they're very, very noisy and they like to talk a lot and kind of be really just emotional all the time. So that's why I have this fence up, and then you can see sheets hanging over the fence because the ducks and the chickens will literally fight each other through the fence. So the sheet is just kind of a way to block their view of each other, so they just kind of chill out a little bit. And this is Miss Cagney. She is very big and just as cute as can be. Oh, hi, Tina. This is my Tina Bobina. She is probably my very favorite hen. And she loves to give hugs. And she's just the sweetest can be. So I've got 8 hens down here. And then I also have 8 hens that are located in the mountains with 3 of my roosters. And this little girl, she doesn't have a name yet. We hatched her out about 3 or 4 months ago. The big gray hen that is my favorite hen, Tina, she went broody, like 3 or 4 months ago. And I tried to break her of the broodiness. For those who don't know what broody means, I mean, she wanted to hatch some babies out. And she wouldn't break out of it. So she was literally like starving herself to death by staying in the coop all the time. So anywho, I gave her 5 little eggs from my mountain flock, and she hatched them out. And so that is one of them, and the other 4 are up in the mountains with the rest of my mountain flock. So now turning around, there is our garden, and as you can see, it's separated from the chicken area with chicken fence so they don't get in there and eat all of our veggies, because they will, and they even still sometimes get in there, but it is what it is. So this is my greenhouse, and normally we have plastic over the top, but since it's been raining here quite a lot lately, actually, we took the plastic off so that, all the rain will get to the little sprouts and all that good stuff. This is, of course, our coop, and it's a pretty big coop, and it fits all of our girls rather well. And for anybody who wants to know, our greenhouse is 10 feet by 12 feet, and we did build it ourselves with our bare hands, well, with the help of a friend as well. And so yeah, now I'm showing you the inside of the greenhouse, which has our kale right here that I planted in my last vlog video. And then we've got some sprouts going on right now. This is onion, and it is full of water from the rain, so I'm just dumping that water out so those sprouts, don't die from too much waterlogged roots. So I have got onion right here in this tray, and then the other tray I've got cauliflower and broccoli, and I'm just going to dump the water out of that tray as well. And we will be planting these on the left side of the front of the greenhouse. I just have been waiting for it to stop raining a little bit to get to that. In the back of the greenhouse, we have a bunch of cabbage planted, and I'm super excited about this. I think we've got 30 cabbage in total. And Ruby over there playing with a chicken, typical. And this is the view of the rest of the garden from the greenhouse. As you can see, we've got 3 other raised beds, 1 large one and 2 small ones. And this is an exhaust fan that we use in the greenhouse during the summertime, just in case it gets a little too hot in there. Now let's go ahead and take a little tour through the rest of the garden. This is the other largest raised bed that we have. And we have 2 different varieties of peas in here, a Lincoln and a Mammoth. We also have Swiss chard, we've got spinach, and we've got 2 different varieties of lettuce. This back here is butter crunch lettuce in the back. And hello, little girls. Are we just hanging out? Yes, we are. Those are my sweet little chickens. As you guys didn't need that introduction. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, these bushes are asparagus. We're hoping to get some asparagus this year. They are 3 years old. This is my strawberry bed that I'm walking along right now. And then this is my herb bed right there. Used to be carrots, but I just pulled those out. And we've got oregano, more strawberries. We've got sage and rosemary and thyme, but my rosemary I think might have died, and it was also 3 years old, but it could have, kicked the bucket. I'm just not sure. Those are the carrots that I just harvested. Right here is my dwarf lime tree, my mandarin orange tree. Those are blueberries right there. In the wine barrel, I have my muscat grape and my raspberry. And then in the wine barrel next to that, I have my blackberry. And then you can see my little composter next to the blackberry. Walking towards the back, I'm going to show you guys our large nectarine tree. This guy is like 6 or 7 years old. I mean, it could even be older than that. But it's been producing us so many nectarines this year. It's just fantastic. And this really cool little wooden trellis that we've got here was actually the inside of a fence, part of a fence that one of my really, really good friends was just getting rid of because it was in like the most random spot in her backyard. And so we took the fence wood because I wanted to do some do-it-yourself projects with the fence wood, and that ended up being in the middle. So we were like, heck yeah, we're going to use that for a trellis. Anywho, I'm just showing you guys like close-up of all the little veggies that we've got going on, the lettuce and the spinach and the Swiss chard, and of course the peas that will be growing along the trellis once they're large enough. And of course, I'm just showing you a close-up now of the butter crunch lettuce that we have. There's a bunch of them in each little bundle, but as it gets larger, I will go in there and kind of thin everything out and make sure there's just one little lettuce per slot. And as you can see, we have it all fenced up as well because the chickens will get in there, and actually so will our dog Ruby. Well, we've got 2 dogs, but one of them, only Ruby, will get in there and she will literally destroy everything. That's why I had to pull those carrots actually, because between her and the chickens going in there and trampling everything, they were just done for. Now I wanted to come back into the chicken/duck area because I wanted to show you guys the plants that we have growing back in this area. I guess not really plants, more like trees that we've got going on, because no plants will live back here. Let's just face it, between the chickens and the ducks, everything is dead. Anywho, so this is our apricot tree, and it is about 3 years old, and it is just growing so large. We've kind of got that rope pulled on it so that it pulls it back, because it is starting to lean a little bit, which is of course not good, because eventually if it gets too big, it will fall over and then, it's done for. And then this little bush/tree, I don't know exactly what it wants to be, but this is our pomegranate. And it is also 3 years old, and this year it for the first time produced us more than 2 little pomegranates. It actually produced us like 42 pounds worth of pomegranates, which is pretty awesome. We made some really delicious pomegranate jam and also some pomegranate jelly with that. And here are my babies. Hi, dude. No, sir. He's so talkative. He's such a sweet boy. So now I'm going to just kind of take you guys along on some of the things that I've got to do out here every day. Immediately I come out here every morning and I turn on the hose and I go and I give my chickens and my ducks, I top off their waters, make sure everything's nice and full, make sure they've got, food, plenty of water basically. And this right here is actually a really, really cool little invention. It is a dripper, you know, just a dripper waterer, but it's on a lid of a soda pop bottle, as you can see, 2 liter. So you just stick that on the bottom and then you can fill those waters up, and they always have fresh water, which I think is really awesome. You know, you can't get any fecal contaminants or anything in there. And excuse this really cluttery area right here, it's just kind of where we throw all of our farm stuff. And I have, you know, little pots of water all over the duck area, so that they've just got plenty of water to play around with and do whatever their little hearts desire. I've got one pot here and then one pot right here, and then I've got their large 5-gallon waterer plus their little, you know, kiddie pool / pond that I have back over there. And somehow or another, there's always like leaves and, you know, just stuffing and crap everywhere. So I'm constantly having to sweep and just, you know, clean up the crap back here constantly. But it's kind of all a part of, you know, the whole farm life thing. Who's getting here? Oh, well, hello there, dear. You've decided it's time to lay on an egg. What do we got? 2 eggs. She's hoarding 2 eggs. Very, very typical. Oh, Miss Cagney. So it is winter time, so we usually don't get very many eggs during this time, but occasionally little Miss Cagney and one of my ducks will pop out an egg once a day during the winter time, which is nice because we always like to have eggs during the winter. So this is it for my little garden vlog 2, a little garden tour through, you know, my chicken and duck and garden and all that good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions or anything, go ahead and leave them in the comments section. Please do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe. And until next time, guys, take care.